Hi everybody, I'm Christy from Gardenerd, and today we're talking about thinning because I get a lot of questions about what is thinning or how to thin. So let's start with seed packets. Most of the time when you plant root vegetables like these carrots, these parsnips, these beets, you see on the back it will say either space after thinning a certain inch apart, or what this says, which is thinning when 2 inches tall, thin to 1 every 4 inches. And that's exactly what it means, because when you're growing carrots and root vegetables, they need to grow without competition, and it's important to not have them growing too close together. So when you plant seeds, usually you plant more than 1 seed per square inch or whatever, and so you have to go back and thin, which means removing all but the one that you need to grow in that space. And I know it's heartbreaking and people have a lot of hard time doing it, especially once they get to this tall, but we're here at this height, which is way beyond 2 inches, and so I'm going to show you how to thin. So you can see I've got 3 carrots that are growing right up against one another. There's one here, and one here. And these need to be at least 1 inch or 2 apart. So in order to thin this, I'm going to take my shears and I'm going to cut, I know this hurts to see, but I'm going to cut this carrot out right below the soil surface. And this will go to the chickens. And now these 2 carrots can grow up without any real competition from that. It will just disintegrate underground. So you're probably wondering, why can't I just dig out one of these carrots that's kind of in the way and move it to somewhere else? Well, once it's gotten to this size, it really doesn't transplant well. But I'm going to show you how to transplant really fresh, new thinnings to a new home. So we're going to go over here. Okay, so this is 1 square foot of carrots, and you can see there's a carrot here, 1 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 carrot here. But when you get to here, I want to make sure you can see this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 carrots, and these can be transplanted because they're very young. So what I'm going to do is make a hole. You want to drill a hole first where you're going to move your carrots to, and make sure it's nice and deep, because the roots are long and you don't want to conflict, you don't want any competition. So I'm going to make 3 holes because I've got 4 seedlings. I'm going to leave 1 where it is, and then I'm going to get, this is an old plant marker that I use as a surgical tool, like chopsticks. And you're going to go in and hold the leaf, not the stem, and you're going to dig underground and just wiggle around until this lifts. You might hear it crackle and snap a little, and you can see you've got the whole root. And I'm going to move over here and tuck it into its new home, and something tells me that's dill and not a carrot, but we'll find out. So I'm going to take another one. See, there's 3. They're really small though, so I'm going to leave this guy because he's survival of the fittest here. And I'm going to loosen this and lift that out there and put it in this hole right here and backfill. And afterwards, of course, you want to water these deeply so that they settle into the new home and all the air pockets come out. I'm going to take 1 more. That should come right out, as it does. Yep, and tuck it in. And voila! Now this guy can mature. I'm going to get rid of that last guy. So this guy can mature where he is, and everybody else will grow in its place. So it's really important to thin your seedlings. I know it's really hard, but you can do it. You have 2 ways to do it now. You can either cut them off if they've gotten too big, or you can transplant them if they're really, really small. Either way, you're setting up your garden to be happy and healthy from here on out. So if you want to learn more about thinning and growing your own food, go to gardenerd.com. And if you like this video, be sure to like it and subscribe and turn on notifications so you can find out when we are sending out our next video. Happy gardening!